Hello, welcome to Meditation Nerd. So, I have something new that I would like to try today. Yesterday, I was really exhausted, and we're warming up here, which adds two things for me. So, I just let my body rest and relax because that's what was needed. I continued to read Make Mindfulness, and he being Ronald Purser, the author, has made some really good references to when he was taking a meditation course through MBSR. And he was looking around and noticed how people's faces just looked weary. They looked exhausted. And he made a reference to most people are coming to meditation because they're exhausted, right? Whether it's mind, it's body, it's emotions, we're dealing with a lot of stuff. And it made me think about how little we actually spend looking at our faces to see what's there. So that's what we're going to do today. I am also guilty of this. So this is not this is not to say it's only others that are doing it. This is very much something I'm doing as well. So I'm like, well, let's do a practice. Um, Now, of course, as always, please check in with your boundaries. If at any point you need to stop, please honor that, as always. I am not going to tune in with this one either. So if you would like to, please go ahead and take a couple minutes. Okay, no, my intuition is saying do it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just tune in with my breath. I'm still feeling a need to keep things pretty simple, keep them pretty light. And so I'm just going to tune in with my breath. Please feel free to tune in a traditional way if you would prefer to do that. That's perfectly fine. Anybody that wants to just kind of anchor in with your breath, follow along with me. Go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Inhale nice and deep, exhale nice and full. Just settling into the meditative space. Oh, and you may hear some sound, some clinking. My little kitty cat's running around. Okay, and then we'll take one more nice deep breath in. Exhale. Okay, so you will want a mirror of some kind. You can sit in front of a mirror, you can stand in front of a mirror. I just have my little teeny handheld mirror that I will be using. And there's a reflection, so that'll be interesting. Okay, so the goal of this is we're not trying to fix anything. We are not trying to judge anything. This is not a recrimination session. It's none of that, okay? Um, you may find it helpful to shout out what you're seeing, such as I see lines, I see some dry skin, I see some tiredness, that type of thing. I have a feeling I'm going to see some deadening in my eyes. That's kind of what I'm bracing for personally. Like I say, I don't do this very often. Last time I did it was a little bit scary. So just as a heads up, this also may be scary to sit and look at yourself as you are. Okay. um, this is part of meditation, and I feel like it's vital that we do this, that we look at what we're carrying. We're looking at ourselves. Again, this is not about vanity, okay? This is not, again, it's not recrimination. This is to spend time to see what we're actually carrying and see how our face is expressing that. So go ahead and grab your mirror or plop yourself down in front of a mirror. We're not going to be spending a whole lot of time here, okay? I do want to spend a little bit of time here though. So go ahead and just start looking at your face. Notice the shadows, notice anything that's flagging your attention. I got a lot of discoloration. Yep, there's some deadening of the eyes. Yeah, okay. I got plenty of lines. I got a crooked tooth. I got some thinning hair. And I absolutely look tired. There is also brightness within the tiredness and the dull eyes, so that's nice. And with my own view of myself, I can see weight. We'll just spend a few more moments here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to spend a couple more minutes here because there's a sense of don't look anymore, not out of a set of boundary, just out of a set of I don't want to see. So I'm going to take a couple more breaths here. And for the last couple breaths, I'm really going to focus on my eyes. I really like the color of my eyes. And how there's more light from the lamp in one eye versus the other. Kind of a cool aesthetic. My eyebrows are uneven. All right, last breath here. Inhale, exhale. Okay. You can sit your mirror down. You can stay longer if you would like to. And just notice what's going on in your body. I've got some heaviness. I've got some sadness. There's some shifting going on. There's some empowerment from looking and staying a little bit longer than that voice to look away asked for rather. And ask yourself how you want to move forward. What do you need right here? Maybe you need more people time. Maybe you need more nature time. And see if there are small ways that you can start achieving that. Not as a way to check out, not as a way to bypass, as a way to honor what you need, as a way to honor your request of yourself. And then just to close the meditation session, I will say Sat Nam. And like I say, please feel free to sit and stay as long as you need to. I wanted this to be a shorter exercise just to kind of get a feel for it. Um, I didn't want to set a standard of it being too long and then feel pressured to fill that. And I also didn't want to make it so that I couldn't go longer if that is what was needed. Purser did bring up a good point about the fact that meditation is largely taught as a way to escape, and I don't want my practice to be about that. So, I mean, looking at the heaviness is a great place to start. Acknowledging how that feels, how it shows up, and then asking what I need, asking how I can help, how do I want to move forward, and going from there. That's just as vital. So, the point of this was to engage with the fact that I don't look. I'm checking for, major problems and then I'm carrying on with my day. So it's not, I don't spend a ton of time looking at my face. I've got other things to do. So this was a way of sitting with it and acknowledging that, yeah, actually, this is important too, to acknowledge what is showing up on my face because I have no idea what kind of resting face I have or what kind of resting face I'm walking around with. So this is a good way to check in with that. So I don't think there was anything else. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this helpful and see you next time.